Hello guys and welcome back. In today's video we're going to be playing Tiger Knight Empire War. Now I've decided to play this because I've seen it in a lot of my comments, especially in recent videos, as well as people messaging me over Steam, and I've also been emailed to actually play this quite a few times as well. So I decided to make a video on it. Now for the people that have been on my channel a long time, you will remember that I did make a best medieval games video, and I actually excluded this game from that video because I didn't think it was going to be very good. However, as I said previously, I was told through the comments and a few other sources that this game is really good, and I decided to give it a try. However, the download was 10 gigabytes and my internet is really bad, so it actually took me around 2 days to download. But those 2 days were completely worth it because I've had such a good time playing this. Now, as you can tell through the title, this game has been referenced and dubbed the Chinese Mountain Blade, and that's what a lot of people have said whenever they've contacted me. So basically, in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the game in general, and we're going to be doing some pretty good battles, and some battles that I performed okay in, and some battles that I performed not so well in, as you'll see later on. The first thing you're presented with in Tiger Knight Empire War is this menu screen. Now, the screen is quite overwhelming at first, however, it's easily broken down and it's quite easy to pick up the basics straight away. For some reason, they present the menu in a small windowed version and not actually full screen, which is really annoying because I have to crop it down, and you may see a little bit of a black edge, but there's nothing I can do about that. Now, we're going to be taking a look at the few most important things about this main menu. Now, the one you can see on the screen now is actually the character gear selection, I think you call it, or it's actually called storage in-game. Now, this is where you can select your weapons, your armor, and your items. As you can see, I have things such as straw sandals, and this is kind of the starting armor that you actually get. Now, you can actually go on the marketplace and purchase better armor, such as the Angry Pumpkin Head, which for some reason costs 22,000, which is quite a lot of money, actually. Actually saying that, some of the armor can actually cost quite a lot of money. For example, I saw one bit earlier that was 200,000, and I know there are some more that are more expensive than that. However, we can't really aim for things such as that because we're just not at that level yet. I need to sweat this game out quite a bit before I get to that level. So I'm going to quickly give an overview of the main parts of the menu. So you have the battle area where you have command mode, which is the one that basically any player can do. Then you have duel mode, which I think general level 4 or 5 you have to have. And then you have epic war, which I think requires general level 8. This next menu allows you to pick, I think it's classed as a companion, and that basically allows you to pick like one soldier that's kind of better than the rest of the stupid little militia guys that you have. And he'll ride around on a horse and shoot people with his bow, and he's quite good, but not that effective, to be honest. In this next little menu, you can see the troop trees where you can see what your troops can upgrade to. I haven't really been able to explore this yet as I haven't played the game enough. However, hopefully by the end of today's video, we're going to be able, by next video, to get some better troops. So I think it's about time that we jumped into a game. Now, this was my first ever match, and I decided to record it, and I think it went pretty well for my first one, I'm not going to lie. Now, obviously I'm pitted against players that also haven't played it before, but I think I did alright, so let's take a look. So as you saw from that main menu, you choose where you deploy, and it's not too complex. I mean, you just want to deploy where your allies deploy, not too far away from them. Now, this guy, Welsh Dragon, seemed to know what he was doing, so I kind of followed him, and he had the same general as I did. I think that's what you call them, or companion. Now, as you see, I'm kind of running forward, and you do this by double tapping W, and it kind of does like a fast sprint, and it runs out after time, and you can do like cool combos and stuff when you're sprinting. Now, the guys in the bottom menu, you can actually see a few options. Now, I've got my men following me at the moment, and you can also tell them to do things such as raiding. As you saw there, my little combo with my running speed thing, which is pretty cool. Now, you've got to cap these little banners, and this is how you win the game, by capturing all these banners. And my troops are surrounding it, they're following me, they're ready for battle. Oh, and here we go, the green circle there is basically telling them to hold. And now we've seen the enemy on the horizon. And I've decided to send my troops in at a run to hit them at speed. And this was the first time I got into melee, so I wasn't really sure what to expect, to be honest. I ran in with this blade, I don't even know what you call it, scythe, and it was so bad. However, I aimed for their commander straight away. Where is he in this massive mess? There he is on the left, as you might have seen him. And here we go, I see him and I'm hitting him over and over again, as well as the AI. As you can see, the AI are quite weak and they don't really hit you for that much damage. but they're just in the way of killing the commander. Now, this commander was getting absolutely beaten up by the 2 cavalry there, and as well as all this pike. And the blood just goes everywhere, and especially on these snow maps, you can see it standing out, and it looks so cool. And here we go, Welsh Dragon absolutely destroyed the enemy there, and he executed him. Now, that's the thing in this game. If you don't execute them, they basically can come back alive again, and it's just a little bit confusing and annoying because I completely forget how to do that. Now, as you can see, the rest of the enemy has kind of poured in. However, our troops are doing a pretty fucking good job. I've picked up a shovel. Now, this is a fucking shovel, and it's really awful. It took this guy, I think, 3 hits to kill him, which is a lot. And I found another enemy general, and he was pretty fucking stupid. He was using a 1 stab direction pike, which isn't the best idea in the world because it's easy to block. I kind of discovered that straight away, not to use that pike because, Jesus Christ, like, they're so bad, and they hit for, like, no damage. But look at that hit there, that jumping hit as well. I just really like how this game works. I mean, it flows really well, and the way the people fight is phenomenal. Like, the actual melee is really fun and a lot more smoother than some of the other games in this genre. Now, one thing that this game has that so many games don't have is that it's free to play. A game of this quality that is free to play just overwhelms me, and I love it so much. Next up, I'd reached level 5 General, so I decided to get into a game of Epic War. Now, I had absolutely no idea what to expect, because, first of all, the word epic triggers me because of Kings and Men with the epic, and that just never worked out, and it was awful. But Epic War in this game is so good. I jumped into it, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. All I saw was some people dueling, and I thought I'd got into a duel server accidentally. But no, it turns out at the start of this massive siege structure thing, you duel each other, and there's so many different stages to it. I think I'm going to make a really cool cinematic video on it, a separate video to this one. However, we're going to take a quick look at it because this was the first time I ever played. So I actually got to duel one of the enemy generals, and he was pretty good. It looked like he'd played the game a little bit, and I did pretty well.
What are you talking to me?
I think it's needless to say that Epic War is one of the best game modes. I'm looking forward to actually doing some cinematics on that and doing kind of a scenario siege video. Look out for that on my channel. We're going to end this video with another battle. Now, it's on the same map that we played earlier, and I particularly like this map because it's very open, and you can pretty much see your enemy, and you get into the fight almost straight away. Now, I'd taken the flag, as you saw previously, and my friends had actually charged down on the left-hand flank, and it was just me and this other guy up on the ridge. Now, I wasn't really sure whether to get engaged yet, because I felt like there was too many of them, and if we engage now, we'd be slaughtered. So I decided to hold on the hill for a little bit, but my friend actually decided to charge down, so I decided to charge down too and start attacking. And these battles are so cool, and as you can see, my FPS doesn't really drop too much. I mean, it's still manageable and it's still playable. But this guy here on the horse, he didn't stand a chance. I had my shovel armed and ready. I look like the guy off Assassin's Creed with that fucking hood. I mean, I really need to get some better armor, to be honest. And the melee is really just a massive clusterfuck. I mean, we're just hitting each other. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just trying to hit anything with a nameplate because AI are just pointless to kill. I saw this archer. Now, I kind of failed the first stab and the second one. Jesus Christ. And he had a nameplate, so I thought I'd go for him. Finally, on the fourth hit, I managed to fucking hit him, but he tries to hit me. I'm just being a complete noob, as I'm... Well, you know, when I was fighting this, I was very cold. In my room, it's very cold at the moment because my heating's a little bit broken. But this guy, he didn't stand a chance against this pike that just looks absolutely retarded when it swings. It's a massive glaive. It's really overpowered. And as you saw previously, it two-shot a pretty heavily armored guy on a horse. So this AI was actually wrecking me, which is depressing. I actually managed to hit him though, and now he is dead. And here comes one of their commanders. Now I hit him in the back. I don't think that was a commander. I think that was a companion, actually. Now there's a lot of their AI, and I managed to realize that there is too many of them at this point. I mean, we're getting outnumbered. I mean, look at all those nameplates. There's a lot of characters or players that are quite good at the game and are still fighting, and they're not just your usual AI. Now this guy, I'm not quite sure what he was doing with that pike. I'm not really entirely sure, but I tried to run away with my big shovel. I love it how I'm just fighting with this thing, and these guys just can't block. I say that, and I can't fucking block either. Twice. I'm trying to block him. There we go. And I carry on hitting it with my shovel because I feel like it's the best thing to do because it's the quickest attack. It doesn't do that much damage compared to the massive scythe, but the scythe is a little bit too easy to predict. I'm just hitting this guy in the same place over and over again. I wanted to try and block him, but he was quite good at the old switching, feinting. I'm not really into feinting. Do I execute him? I can't. Yes, I do. Here we go. Look at this. Look at that. The butt of the shovel in the back of his head. Jesus Christ. Now I try and rejoin the fight with my charge. Now I think, do I pull off a kill with this? I can't actually remember. There we go. I love it when you do the charge thing and then hit someone. It's just so nice. Another AI down. Now this guy thought he was, you know, chatting a bit, and to be fair, he had a pike and he was trying to use it at long range. I mean, close range. What am I on about? So I got up close and personal with my shovel against his pike, but he was switching around, trying to feint. I'm not really sure how you feint in this game. Anyone that's actually good at this game, if you feel like you can teach me a few things, make sure to leave a comment with your Steam. And I'll add you on Steam, and you can actually teach me a few things. But this guy, he wouldn't die. I kept on hitting him with my shovel. And what I do find out about this game is that the AI do nothing. I tried to assassinate that guy. What's it called? No, execute that guy. But I got hit in the process because I didn't particularly want him getting back up. Now I'm not sure if you can do things like you can in Mountain Blade, like chamber and all that. But it appears that the melee is quite smooth, as I mentioned earlier. And I just really like using the shovel. I mean, it's overpowered. You swing so quickly. People just don't know what to do. And you win. And I think I was top of the leaderboard with some ridiculous stats. I think I killed something like 5 or 6 generals, some more soldiers. And yeah, it was a really good battle. So guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check the description to download Tiger Knight Empire War. It's a brilliant game, and I would definitely recommend playing it. Now, I have an event on Mountain Blade Warband, and if you aren't aware of it, make sure to look at my previous video, which is called Calling the Unsullied Banners. Now, we're going to be doing some big battles on there, basically. There's going to be 250 players, all battling it out for control for castles, and we're going to be doing some field battles as well. Now, if you would like to join me for that, all you have to do is join the Steam group in the description, and on that Steam group, in the summary, there is a list of things that you have to do in order to take part in the event. It involves downloading the mod, and all the links are on the Steam group. Now, it would be great to see so many of you there. We've already got 180 members, and there are a lot of clans in Persistent World that are looking forward to us coming on the server, which is EU Phoenix. Now, that is the end of the video. Make sure to hit like if you did enjoy, and also hit subscribe if you are new. Thank you guys so much for watching yet again, and I will see you in the next one.